Hi YouTube friends, this is Patricia
Annalie.
and we're the Dead Talkers, and we are here today to do a review of The Walking Dead Season 6 Episode 11, Not to Untie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so...
first of all, like Wendy would normally do.
Oh yeah, Wendy's not here.
She's not here, but what she would normally do is say that if you haven't seen the episode yet,
Oh yes, the spoiler.
make sure...
There you go. Good catch.
yeah, make sure that you go and watch the episode first, because otherwise we're gonna do some spoiling.
Yes,
Yeah.
for you. So yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good catch. Okay, so
So,
what'd you think?
I mean, it wasn't one of those shows where you're just blown away by anything, but it was still a lot of information that is needed. You know, there was a lot of stuff that we found out.
Yes. Yes, we did. We learned a lot. We met new people, and for the comic book readers, we got to see some iconic comic book scenes, and we're introduced to some comic book folks. The episode starts out, kind of slow. Well, I wouldn't say slow. Like if you want to compare it to, episode 9, then yeah, slow.
Yeah.
But it just started out with Abraham and Sasha.
Yeah.
And they're talking a little banter, kind of a little flirty, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say flirty?
I would say kind of flirty. She was laughing or not really laughing, but it was kind of flirty, I thought. It was more than just
But
talking.
then complete shutdown.
Oh, yes. I guess Sasha decided that she was going to change shifts
With Eugene.
Eugene of all people. Which,
because he wants to step up.
who, Eugene?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess. But so she, Abraham seemed kind of disappointed because he was like, well, I'll see you tomorrow. She's like, well, no, I've switched shifts, And so, and at the time that it was happening, I was kind of like, I wonder why she did that, because last time we saw, she was kind of on board with the possibility of a relationship with him. So I was like, why is she doing that? Until we get to the next scene with Rosita and Abraham in bed, like nothing ever happened. And now I get it. Sasha, if we remember, what was that, episode 8, I think?
Where she was...
or maybe before that, where he said to her that he wanted to,
that was that episode when he got into the
in the
uniform.
dress blues. So maybe that was, 6 or 7. But, and she said, well, you have to you have some things you need to take care of. So apparently he did not take care of those things. And from the time skip, I know on The Talking Dead, Denai Guerrero said that it was 2 months. But then on this episode, Abraham said it was a month. So I guess somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Well, he had enough time. He had
But that was
enough time to take care of, untie those loose ends and or tie them, however you want to say it. But he did it. So she's thinking, okay, well, I need to push back because you didn't do what you needed to do. So,
and he seemed so torn there. Like, he didn't say anything, but you could tell that he was just struggling inside. Should I say something?
Yeah.
Shouldn't I? What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm losing her, but I'm not doing anything about it.
Right. He really couldn't say anything because he was waking up with Rosita, and that's where all that was from. So I give it to Sasha because she gave him enough time, and then it's okay. Well, this is not worth my time, so And then poor Rosita, she don't even know.
Yeah, she does not know.
She don't even know what's going on. Anywho, so then we get to, I guess it's early morning because it's still dark, and you have Maggie and Glenn. Maggie, I guess, is frustrated with the crops. I guess, I think it was tomatoes or something. She said that they weren't growing. And they were just, and Glenn was just there trying to cheer her up, and,
so kind of showing the more mundane daily life of trying to grow crops, not the exciting kill zombie
that we like. So. and then they see something going on. Abraham's running. Then I guess Denise got Abraham, and then we're at Rick's house, and Jesus is in the house.
Yes, he is.
And Carl sees him, pulls the gun. Who are you? What are you doing in my house?
Yep.
And that's when he says,
and actually right then I was like, because Carl could totally pull that trigger.
Oh yeah.
Before Jesus had said a whole lot of, stuff, but maybe Jesus looks benevolent in his face.
Oh yeah, he just looks non-threatening.
He does.
And very mild-mannered.
So is that what saved his life? Because I was like, man, you show up in somebody's house, Carl's gonna shoot you dead. Especially after all the stuff that's happened.
Oh yeah, with the wolves and all of that.
He just, boom.
Yeah, he was just sitting there like, like looking at a painting.
So, yeah.
And so he just says, I'm looking at the painting and I'm waiting on your
for
mom
your parents
and your dad to get dressed. And Carl was kind of like, but he didn't, he was accepting of it. And then, of course, the cavalry comes in and everybody's got a gun on him. And then Rick, half dressed, comes out. Michonne comes out. Very awkward because Carl is there. And the jig is up. Everybody. And it's right after, and everybody now knows.
Yes.
And what I thought was so funny, and I kept saying, isn't somebody going to say, Michelle, I thought your room was downstairs?
No, it didn't even have to be said.
Oh, no, it didn't. But I just kept wanting to,
Somebody was going to address it, but no.
Yeah, they're like, Michelle, why? You guys think I room downstairs? But no, there's nothing. So, hey. And then they're meeting with Jesus, and he's just telling them. But what I thought, first of all, how did he get out? And that's when he said the title of the episode, knots untie. He said doors get unlocked, knots untie, and
I mean, he's got some special skills that we saw already before, where you're like, there's no way
how could you get out
that
of
can
it?
happen, and not that quickly. But he obviously has special skills.
Yes, he does. Ninja skills, because he knew how many people were living there.
Yeah.
He knew the food ratio, the person ratio. He knew he was in the armory, and somehow or other he got a hold of a cookie. He got a cookie. So he was all in their business and knew all about them.
Yeah.
Which, and then, he talked about his place and told them that they can go, and they were talking about trading, and that they
were
with other
on
communities.
food, but they have, he kind of already set that up for them, where they didn't have any secrets.
Yeah.
To what they have and don't have.
Because he already said, don't even, I already know. You
Yeah.
don't have this, and you have that. He knew about their weapons and all that.
Which is kind of bad for them.
Oh, yes, definitely bad for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But especially since they knew nothing about where he was coming from.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, road trip.
Yep. Everybody piles in.
And that's during the road trip is when Rick reaches over to touch Michonne's hand, kind of one of those little rubs on the hand, and you're like, wow, it feels like it's official.
Yeah.
Like they're together now as a couple.
And just in front of everybody's on
Which reminds me, was that a thing from the comic?
What?
Like that they were together?
Oh no, they were not together.
Oh, they were not. Oh, okay.
They were not together in the comic. No, it was Rick and Andrea in the comic. Yeah. But of course, Andrea's dead in the show, so he had to have other placement.
Oh.
But
Okay then.
So they're going to Jesus's settlement.
Did you feel uncomfortable? And I know you watched the comic, so probably not. But I felt so uncomfortable with all of them getting into that van to go. I was like, oh my gosh, the whole A-team is going.
Oh, well, no,
and I'm like, oh.
A-team.
Almost.
What I thought was, I was wondering why it was Maggie going, but I later realized why she went. Because I'm thinking she's pregnant. Why would she? Like, where's Sasha? I would think the fighters should be going, but they weren't going to fight they were just going to
you
negotiate.
never know.
Well, yeah, something might happen. But they had Michonne, they had Rick, they had Glenn and Abraham, you know.
Yeah.
They had, that was...
Wait, Daryl came too, right?
Oh, yeah, Daryl.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they
Daryl.
did have...
I felt like
The
a lot
A-team.
of the A-team was
Yeah,
there.
you're right. They did
And I
have
was like,
the A-team.
ooh, I don't know. But of
They
course,
did have
they,
the A-team.
you know, so they get to...
Well,
Well,
they
first of
have-
all, ooh,
yes.
there's the accident.
Which I didn't understand the accident. Did they run into walkers? How did the walkers get intertwined in the car?
Yes.
I didn't
don't-
get that.
I don't know.
Yeah, and those were apparently Jesus's people. He recognized, I guess, the car,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to go in and save them. And we met new characters. The doctor, I think his name was Harland. Yeah, Harland and Freddie. That's the one that Abraham was about to kill. And I was thinking, if you don't talk, if you don't say something so that man won't stab you in your head. He didn't say.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he was holding him by the throat, so maybe he couldn't speak. But I'm like, first I saw, you know,
Yeah.
something. He was about to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't say anything.
Yeah.
But anywho, so we met Hal and Freddie, and we didn't get the names. I did not hear the names of the other folks that they saved. Anyway, so now they have wounded and other people, and they're back on their way. They get to the destination, whatever. Everybody gets out, and
It does look kind of surreal when they arrive.
mhm.
Just like a settlement.
Yes, yes.
With people, churning
The blacksmith and
Renaissance fair.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
And it's for comic book readers that when the door opens and he says, "This is the hilltop," that was like an iconic moment. And the way it looked, because the way that walkway was up to the house, it was just like the comic. The only thing is, the comic, the place was bigger. That was the only thing. It looks very small on TV, but the comic, it was much bigger. But and then you got the big house.
And it didn't feel like there was a lot. I didn't feel like there was a lot of people
Yeah.
in there. You were like,
Yeah.
okay, you know,
There's
you
only a
can almost
couple.
like count them on your fingers.
Because I would imagine if all the people would have come out, I didn't even see kids.
Nope.
I didn't see kids, and then the comic there were kids.
Yeah.
But even when I guess we'll get to it. But and then we meet Gregory, who I would have to say that actor was perfect. It was the same Gregory in the comic.
really?
It was the same. I mean, I think he was even more.
Dislikable.
Yes, in the show. I mean, that was a perfect.
But of
Gregory.
course, I love it when he comes out of his office and he goes, Jesus.
I know, it's like, Jesus, there's a lot of people in here.
Yes.
But no, Jesus, because your name.
Because your name is Jesus. So yeah.
But yeah, so they meet to Gregory, and
Oh, and then of course Maggie gets to talk to him
yeah,
because
which
she's now the
I guess the
diplomat.
ambassador. I guess she's diplomatic. I guess. I mean, yeah, and then especially when Rick said, "I can't talk to him."
And I think that's probably true because
There's no way he
based
was
on
gonna
how
be
he
able-
was talking,
Yeah,
that
he-
would have
he-
gone very.
There's no way he was going
It
to be
would've
able to
gone
have a
worse.
civilized conversation with him.
No.
So it's good that Maggie, and Maggie's not threatening, and and I'm sure she's picked up some things from Herschel.
And she's still not meek though. She's not.
No, not me.
She's not like a complete folder
no,
either.
but she's, I guess she's a good diplomat. I mean, I guess. But anyway, she got the opportunity to step up and do something, so that's good. What else happened? What happened after that? I mean, he's calling her Natalie, trying to
Yes.
be condescending.
Yeah.
When he knows her name, her name is Maggie, even after she said Maggie. And then he says the same thing. No, actually it isn't. But just to be condescending and, a jerk.
Yeah.
But then there's a ruckus outside or something.
Yeah. And that's when those other people that I don't know the names of, but you
Yeah.
know at least the one.
One is
person's
Ethan,
name.
yeah, the big guy. Ethan, I did catch his name. And
They come in with a mission.
and a message from
Yes.
Negan, and we get to hear Negan's name again. And he comes with a message. Gregory says, "What is it? Tell me." Stab. And he goes down. And after that happened, and what I thought was interesting, because, Rick and all of them just went for him. I think Rick and Michonne pulled him off, Gregory, and I'm thinking, where are the Hilltop people?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't they take care of their own person? Like, why is the Alexandrians handling that business? The Hilltop, I mean, even Jesus, you're a fighter. Why didn't you jump in there and start taking care of that? And then, of course, Rick is fighting. Everybody's fighting. Melee, fight, hit. Rick is down, knife to the throat. And I don't even know where that knife came from, that he stabbed in that guy's
right there in the jugular.
And that was quite a bit of blood.
It was. I think that's pretty accurate.
Was that normally
because
how
if
that
you
would
cut
work?
the whole jugular,
The way he did,
clear off,
then you're gonna get a lot buckets of blood.
yes, it's just all kind of. Plus, it's right there by the head where the blood.
And it was hanging over.
Yeah, it's gonna come down. But yes, it did look.
It was quite a lot of
gruesome.
blood. It was
And unfortunately, it got all
over Rick.
all up in here.
And Rick, when he jumped on that man, it just seemed like, okay, here's that crazy Rick again, and it's, and Rick, he just loves to be saturated in blood.
And does he love it?
And then he gets up, which is an iconic moment. Looking like, what?
What?
You were saturated in blood, in someone's blood. And you're looking like, what? Well, yeah, that was funny. And that's also in the comic, that same.
Oh,
that's in the comic.
That was a great moment. It was funny.
Yes, it was funny. And it's like,
what?
As usual, Rick showed up and he showed out.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, so all that, and then I was just the whole while thinking, why aren't the Hilltop people handling their own business? Why did it take them? Why did they have to interfere? And then they're coming after Rick, and Rick is like, whoa, he stabbed Gregory and he tried to get me. So why are y'all coming after me?
Yep.
And apparently Ethan's brother was being held hostage. Craig, I think his name was, held hostage. So I mean, I kind of get that he was, in a between a rock and a hard place, but I get where he was. He had to kill. If he didn't kill him, then his brother was going to be killed. So I mean, you got to deal with that. But I just understand why the Hilltop people didn't handle their own business, And then Abraham was being overpowered, which I was surprised because he's a big guy. And I didn't think, but I guess because he's going through whatever he's going through. And he,
it was like he was choked to the point where he was almost losing consciousness.
Yeah.
At which point, what he was supposed to have, he kind of got into this.
Yeah.
How do you even say it? Like, not meditative state, but kind
of.
Well,
I think that was kind of what it was.
Yeah, he just kind of was.
What it was. And what we didn't speak about, but the guy Freddie, when they were on the way there, he talked about his near-death experience when Abraham was about to jab him in the head because he wasn't speaking up, and he said that he saw his wife. So, the big question is, who did Abraham see? Was it Sasha or was it Rosita? Because I think he smiled, so he had an answer, I think, to whatever that question was he had. So, and then the necklace that Rosita gave him was left. So, I mean,
that kind of clues you into probably
that maybe it was Sasha.
Which we kind of knew, right? We knew that was his fate.
Yeah, I think he prefers Sasha, but I think he feels beholden to Rosita.
Because they've been
and
together.
Rosita loves him and would do anything for him, does everything he says,
Does she love him?
I think she really does. She was all messed up when they were, when they didn't know where they were, when they thought maybe they were dead. She was all messed up from that.
I guess.
Yeah, she does.
I just always, from the very get-go, when we saw that they had a relationship, I always just felt like it was like they got together because it was opportunistic.
Well, I know for him it was, but for her, I truly believe she loves him, and she'd be devastated if he chose.
You're probably
Sasha.
right, because she's breaking headlights to make necklaces.
Yes, Yes.
Who would do that? I would.
Yes, she would.
Yeah, so
She
you know.
truly did
Yeah.
love him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be a sticky situation for him, you know, and for everybody who's in the hearing, in earshot.
Yep.
But anyway, so they go back, and Maggie goes back. You know.
Oh, wait a minute. You missed the part about how she was getting an OB examination in the tent.
But that was when they were leaving.
Okay, where are you at now?
When they went back in after the fight.
Oh,
Rick showed out.
I kind of did.
He stabbing people in the throat.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I know what it looked like. It reminded me of when he bit that man's neck out.
Yes.
When he bit Joe's neck out. That's what he looked like.
Blood.
That's what he looked like.
Around the mouth.
Yes, when he bit Joe's neck out.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so they go back in a renegotiation. You know, Maggie says, you know, we want half because now you're in a different, things look different for you now.
Mm-hmm.
So we want half, and so they're gonna, they were at the big scene where they were saying that Negan, what is his name? And Jesus was saying that Negan has been taking half of their food and livestock and all of that for payment so that he don't kill them. And then Daryl steps up, which I think was great because he should be stepping up more and making decisions. He says, you know, we can handle them. You know, we'll do it. We'll do it, and we get the food. We get, which I don't understand why he said food, medicine, and one of those cows. Why did he want a cow?
Because he wants the steak.
Is that? Cause he,
No, you
he
can't
eats stuff
kill
off
the
the ground.
Yeah, you
He
can't kill the
eats
cow.
stuff off the ground. Roadkill.
Yeah.
He don't care about steak.
Yeah, no.
But he specifically said
The cow.
one of those cows. I thought
Maybe
that was
he really
funny.
likes smoke.
Maybe. Oh yeah, because you get different things from cows. But I thought that was funny that he specifically
Yes.
said a cow.
Yep.
And one of those cows. So they're saying, you know, well, we'll do, you know, confrontation is not a problem for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Abraham was saying, you know, we met a couple of his guys, and they were left
Blew them
in
up.
puddles and pieces. That's what he said. So they're all, you know, they're like, well,
Which seems a little cocky.
oh yeah, very arrogant.
But,
And I'm thinking they need to pump their brakes because they've dealt with the governor, his people that were not trained.
Mm-hmm.
They've dealt with, you know, the terminus people who really weren't like fighters, you know. I just think that they're dealing with something that they have no idea.
yeah.
And it bothered me that Jesus was not specific when he was explaining how Negan came and beat the young boy, the 16-year-old, to death. And he said that he wanted them to know right off the bat, which, you know, everyone knows now. It's not a spoiler. Everyone knows that Negan has a bat that he calls Lucille that he used to kill people. But he said, Jesus didn't say he beat the boy to death with a bat. Now, I think if you say, okay, yeah, this man, he's bad, he beat a boy to death, okay, versus this man is bad, he used a bat wrapped in barbed wire and beat that boy's head in. Aren't those kind of,
Very
look at those
different.
kind of different?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he didn't say that. So this is a bad guy. This is a bad guy. And they don't realize how bad he is. And they're talking about going in there. They don't even know how many people.
See, that's what and especially, you know, Jesus, who seems to have a pretty good idea of like scoping
Yeah.
out and figuring out, okay, how many people, how many
Right.
this is. He should have some better idea of
Yeah,
how many people Negan has.
Yeah, I didn't understand why he didn't know. He knew everything about Alexandria.
And here are some people that are going to help you out. So you'd want to give them as much
Yeah.
information as you possibly
Yeah.
can to give them the best chance.
Unless because they're so dangerous that he didn't even try to go and
Yeah.
go to, you know, to wherever their territory is. You know, they're just that dangerous. He didn't do that. Because if he knew, I can imagine that he wouldn't have told them. But I think he should have been more specific about that beating, though, so they can have a more, you know, realization of what they were dealing with.
It is funny, and just going back to the whole thing where that Jesus didn't get involved in that big melee.
Yeah.
Because Jesus had showed us that he
Oh yeah, he can fight.
he
He's
could
skilled.
seriously fight.
has
So
skills.
how does he not get involved?
Yeah, why did he should have been the first one jumping in there, but they didn't. None of them did. They were all just looking. But yeah, so yeah, and then the ultrasound, they got the ultrasound of the
Yeah,
baby.
and the picture of the
Yeah,
baby, and
yeah.
everybody looks at the picture.
Yeah, yeah. Is that when, I think it probably was before, when they were on the way, when Abraham said about the...
Yes. And he said it was a specific, he
He
said,
said-
were you intending to,
When you were pouring the pancakes.
were you intending to,
Oh, what did I write it down? Oh my gosh.
it was really cool
Yeah.
when he said it.
When you're pouring the biscuit, were you intending to make pancakes?
Yes.
That's what he said.
Yes.
When you were pouring the biscuit.
And it took Glenn a minute.
Because he was like,
Figure that one out.
yeah, yeah, because he was thinking literally
Yes.
when I made the biscuits, when I made the pancakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did say that because I guess he's going through things, wanting to settle down. But also that reminds me of when he talked to, before when I said, why didn't somebody call Michonne out about where she was sleeping? But now Abraham did say, he did say to Daryl when they were in the Barrington, that big house in the hilltop, he did say, how long do you think Michonne and Rick, how did he phrase it? I forgot how he phrased it.
I can't remember either, but yeah.
Yeah, wackadoo kind of way.
When he was with
bumping the
Daryl.
uglies or something like that. And then Daryl, because Daryl was like, and then he asked Daryl, had he ever thought about settling down? Now, I don't know what it, because Daryl mumbles and all that. I don't know what he said. Did he say, do you think she would settle? Or did he say, do you think you should settle? Because I think Daryl knows that Abraham likes Sasha. I think he knows that because they spent all that time together. So I couldn't tell what he said. I thought maybe, do you think you should settle? Meaning settle for Rosita. That's what I thought he was saying.
The way I took it was, and I don't know exactly what he said, but I was hearing more like, do you think, like you're gonna settle, like saying, well, or the way I took it was that he was trying to say, are you thinking about settling?
Settling.
Just settling down.
Oh, just settling down, like having a family. That. I don't know. I gotta see it again because I watched it. I don't know how many times, but because he mumbles, sometimes it sounded like, "Do you think you should settle, or do you think she will settle?" I don't remember how. But
okay, we're gonna have to review that again.
Yeah. Or if anybody knows.
Yeah, and if we figure something out, maybe we'll post something and say what we.
Or if y'all know what they said, what he said, because I think it was, do you, should you settle? Meaning settle for Rosita, because I think Daryl knows that he likes or prefers Sasha. But anywho, so they are on their way back.
I just have to mention the soul patch.
For who?
Is that what you call
Are you
it?
talking about Glenn?
Yeah.
I thought there was something
That was
different
wrong.
about him.
And
Didn't
it's
he
so
have a-
very,
didn't he have a-
very little fuss right up in here, and it's kind of long.
And didn't he have
and
like a
little.
mustache?
Yeah.
I thought that was different. I thought
Yeah.
different
No.
about him.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if I.
No. Especially this part right here. Oh.
I don't know if I like
No.
that at all.
That's all I could focus on when he was talking. Anyway, okay, so they're on their way back home.
Yeah.
They're looking at the picture of
And-
the unborn baby, which is very, that's a little fetus right there.
Yeah, because she's not even showing really.
Mm-mm.
So, and it's, I guess Maggie and Glenn, I guess they can have hope, and the baby is a symbolism of hope in the future and all of that. I mean, hoping that that the bottom isn't gonna fall out, which in The Walking Dead, I'm sure it
And
will.
now they have an OB doctor.
Yes, which is very convenient. Very convenient. I like the way Jesus said back when they were at Rick and Michonne's home, Rick and Michonne, your world is about to get a whole lot bigger. Yeah, and that was, I believe, also from the comic. But let's see.
So, oh no, I can't ask that because that would be spoiling.
Oh.
But I was just thinking about, does the comic, and I'm sure it does it show other communities as well?
Well, see, that would be a spoiler.
Yeah, that would
if
be.
I tell you.
Anyway.
But Jesus said that they trade with other communities,
Yes.
plural.
Yes.
So that would
Yes.
tell you right there.
Yes.
And even Maggie did a follow-up question, so you mean blah, blah, blah. So and that's when he said it's a larger world. So that answers the question right there.
But it makes me really curious to see what
What
these
are
other
they?
communities
Yeah.
and how
What
big
they
are
look
they,
like.
and
Yeah,
I mean,
good friend or foe.
how
bad
many are
people,
good, how many are
crazy.
bad.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, so it was, the only thing about the episode, well, I mean, we still haven't seen Carol and Morgan, and I really want to see what is going on with those two. We got to meet new people, which is good. We got to see the hilltop, which is iconic. We also, I forgot, we got to see a little bit more of Denise and Daryl. I don't know what they're trying to do with that little banter between the two of them. A little bit. I don't know what they're trying to do with that, but they're doing it for a reason. So I wonder what that's about. So what do you think for that? Something bad? Do you think something bad is looming?
I think something bad is always looming.
Yeah, especially with the needed
There's
stuff.
no
Meaning death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I think that there's some death coming up. I think more than one. I think.
But and I've forever now I've thought Glenn
Oh
was
yeah,
gonna
I
get
think
it.
Glenn is still gonna get it. I really think he's
But
gonna
they're
get
so building up this whole family thing with him and Maggie.
Well, isn't that kind of right in line with build you up so I can tear you down?
Yeah, I suppose it's just.
Yeah,
It
that's
seems
why I
so
believe
long.
it's so.
It seems so long.
It is. It's an apocalypse, a post-apocalyptic, dead walking.
Yeah.
It's wrong. It is wrong. But that's what we want. We want that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. So was that it? Did we kind of cover everything?
I think we did.
Yeah, it was a good overall. It was a good episode.
Yeah.
I liked it. There was nothing that I can say that I didn't like about it. The only thing I can say, the Jesus character, I still, because I'm hooked on the comic, I'm trying to get out of my head the comic Jesus, because this Jesus is very mild-mannered, and I'm sure maybe at some point he's gonna, show.
I kind of like
what he
that
can
about
do.
him.
I don't know. I like the more
Because I haven't even seen
Yeah, you don't know about
that.
the other one.
So I guess I'm more.
But other than that, it is, I liked it. I really liked the hilltop, and I want to see what more is going to happen at the hilltop and with that community.
Now, the Jesus in the comic book, does he look a little bit like
Jesus?
how Jesus is portrayed?
Yeah,
I should say.
Yeah, how he's portrayed. Yes, he looks, he has the knit cap and the long hair. His hair in the comic, it's black and white, but it's dark. It is dark.
Okay.
Darker than what this guy, the Jesus in the show. But he's tall. He seems taller and older than this Jesus. But more assertive. This Jesus is assertive as well, but more aggressive. More threatening.
Okay.
But he's still a good guy.
He'd be dead if he looked more threatening than that.
I know,
because Carl would have pulled that trigger.
Yeah. But anyway, so okay.
Yeah.
So a good episode overall. We
Can't wait for the next one.
Yes, cannot wait. And so, if you have not subscribed, please do. Hit that like button, give us a thumbs up, and share our video. And I guess we'll see you next time. Bye.